All right, now that we've completed Chapter 4, we're going to begin Chapter 5, Section 1, writing the linear equations in slope-intercept form. When a line is written in the form y equals mx plus b, we've seen this before in Chapter 4 when we were graphing, this form is called slope-intercept form. The m stands for slope. Think of it as a mountain slope. The b stands for intercept, not just any intercept, the y-intercept. The y-intercept is where the line crosses the y-axis. Do you remember which direction the y-axis goes? That's correct, up and down. The y-axis is positive in the upward direction and negative in the downward direction. Since you already know how to graph these lines from Chapter 4, we'll now practice on how to write the equation of a line. Now I know you don't like writing, but I promise you this is the easy section of Chapter 5. For example, if you were asked to write the equation of a line whose slope, remember m for mountain slope, is -2 and whose y-intercept is +5, you'd have the equation y equals mx plus b, the slope-intercept form, and simply do what? Well, you have to replace something. We call that substitution. What would we replace m with? That's correct, a -2. The slope of a -2 tells us that the line is not rising but falling. -2 falls down 2 and runs to the right 1. That y-intercept is +5. We think of b as where we would begin our graph. If it's a +5, we start up 5. From what point? What point do you begin? +5. In order to get to the y-intercept of +5, you have to start at the origin. Another example, don't worry about that fraction. I know you see that fraction of 1/3. Write the equation of a line whose slope m is 1/3 and whose y-intercept b is -4. Don't let that fraction scare you away. All you have to do is substitute. This time, what's the y-intercept? That's weird. It's a -4 this time instead of +5. Where did that -4 come from? Since the y-intercept was -4, we treat it as a -4. Now for the slope. You guessed it, 1/3. 1/3 x minus 4 is our slope-intercept form. All right, here's our last example. See if you can figure this one out. Write the equation of the line shown in the graph. Well, of course, you have to see the graph. Here's the graph. The y-intercept. If 0, 0, the origin is located here. This is the x-axis, and this is the y-axis. Our y-intercept's a negative value. Did you guess it yet? That's correct. -4. Now just looking at the line, you can tell it's rising. If it's a rising line, we know that the number under this blue box will be positive. In order to determine what that number exactly is, let's count from the y-intercept to the next point on the line. To get from the y-intercept to the next point on the line, you go up how many? That's correct, up 2. And to the right how many? 1. But instead of writing 2 over 1, we simplify that to be just 2.